dare to be different. I dare to be different.
Author Dominic Scruggs understands that life throws curveballs. In his book, Dealership Diary, available on Amazon and Barnes&Noble.com, he shares how he turned those challenges into fuel, building a thriving career in the car sales industry. When you read Dealership Diary, you'll discover how he overcame personal challenges to build a sustainable, successful sales career with the hard-earned wisdom to help you find a healthier balance between work and life. Author Dominic Scruggs is a cancer survivor, devoted husband, father, and top-performing automotive expert. He embodies resilience and a drive to succeed. His inspiring journey and industry knowledge are distilled in this revealing book. This isn't your standard how-to guide. It's a deep dive into the car sales world, exposing the unwritten rules and strategies that separate the top earners from the rest. Dominic's personal experiences overcoming life's obstacles mirror the grit needed in the competitive automotive industry. Dealership Diary offers tangible advice, insights into customer psychology, and the real-world tactics that are essential for building a thriving and sustainable career. If you're serious about making your mark in car sales, consider this book your essential field manual. And for you auto sales managers, this book is a great book for your sales team. Dealership Diary. Order your copy right now on Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com.
I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, peoples? How you doing? It is a great day, and I'm so very excited to be here. Man, I am telling you, this is going to be right up our alley here. Okay, I'm just going to let you know, because we're going to be talking about success, but not just the success of my next guest, but your potential success. Don't you hate that word potential? I know I do. It doesn't mean that you're on the right path. It doesn't mean that you're right up on where you're supposed to be. You have the potential to do this, but we're going to show you today how potential can come and become reality. I want to welcome Dominic Scruggs. How you say your last name? Scruggs?
Scruggs, SCRUGS.
Scruggs.
That's it.
Scruggs. I almost had it right, and then I messed myself up. I want to welcome Dominic Scruggs to the show today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, anytime, anytime. So tell us about yourself. You're the CEO of Willowwood. You have so many different things going on with yourself. Tell us about yourself first and foremost.
Well, thank you, first of all, for having me. I really appreciate it, and let me borrow your platform. But to tell you a little bit about me, I recently started my own company here in the last 6 months, Willowwood Ventures. For the last 20 years of my adult life, I've been in retail automotive. That's been a passion of mine, and I'm still in the automotive business, but I've shifted my focus towards coaching, counseling, and building others up. And it's really become a passion of mine to really help people see through their what their true potential is and get them to where I know that they can be. Growing people really is something that that's what it gets me out of bed every single morning.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And I empathize with you. I definitely understand where you're coming from. It's all, if you can't push other people up while you're being elevated, then what is life all about? And so that's just a wonderful thing. So what is it today that you're doing that's so different than what you did yesterday?
Well, I think we've all heard, especially here in the last few years, about manifesting. And, people think of it a lot of times in religious terms. And, but I wasn't a true believer in it until about 4 years ago. I actually got a cancer diagnosis. And when I got cancer, the first thing that I noticed was truly what people's mental attitude was a direct reflection of what their health was. The people that was in that cancer ward with me that were sick and was having the worst time ever, which everybody was having the worst time ever, those were the folks that unfortunately were dying. I could see it happening. Their mental attitude was in the wrong space. Their body became in the wrong space. And I started thinking about some of the successes that I've had in life and in business. And, obviously when you're sitting at the at a doctor's office for almost 40 hours a week, you've got a lot of time to think. And I thought about it and I said, gosh, a lot of the success that I've had, I have manifested it and not even realized that I'd done it. So now I am just a giant believer in, setting a goal, making sure that you have a plan, but that plan really is manifesting it, and you really truly will become as successful as you want to be. And your mind truly does lead the body. So that's something that I preach. That's something that I really want to spread the message to, and especially our community. I want folks to understand that the people that they see as successful, the people that they see are doing something special, typically are no smarter than what they are. They typically don't work any harder. If anything, honestly, it may be even the opposite. Some of the hardest working people I know are some of the most unsuccessful people that I know as well. It's simply, you have got to believe that good stuff is supposed to happen to you.
Yeah.
If I didn't believe for one moment that my life was supposed to end, and knock on wood, it didn't. And every single day in my personal and in my business life, I expect to succeed. And more often than not, I do. So that's just, my belief system. It's worked well for me. I can't say that it'll work for you, but I would definitely recommend you give it a try if you haven't.
That is wonderful. Congratulations on the remission.
Thank you. I
Um,
appreciate it.
it's one of those things that, I mean, cancer has touched everybody indirectly or directly. And so I don't know anyone that hasn't been involved with a cancer diagnosis, whether they've gotten one or had a family member or a friend had one. So congratulations. That's not an easy feat, I know, and you've gone through. So coming out of that, was that your moment of developing Willowwood? Was that when you decided to move forward with this?
That's where the seeds were planted. For so long in my career, again, I started in automotive when I was 18 years old. And, for so long, my mission was to go through the ranks, go through the ranks. But, when the diagnosis hit me, I realized that I hadn't met my purpose in life, and I didn't quite know what it was. I had two children, married, and, obviously I wanted to take care of my wife and kids. But the thought of legacy is something that truly it started ringing in the back of my head. If I pass today, will anybody remember me outside of my family? Will my time on earth be felt? And the answer to me was no. And so I didn't feel like I had succeeded and done everything that I wanted to do. And that's where the seeds started to be planted for Willowwood. I want to help not just my intermediate family. I want to help other folks to become the best version of themselves. And ultimately, I think one of the biggest questions in the human history has always been, hey, what's the purpose? Why are we here? I think our purpose is just to be better than what we were yesterday, to make it a better place than what it was. And that's really what I'm on a mission to do. I've done automotive very well. I've done the corporate America thing very well, but I know it can be more for a lot of people. I know it can be a way out. And I just want to show as many people what my talent is. I think everybody's got a superpower, and that's I've been blessed enough to find mine, and I want to help share that with somebody and hope I can help someone else along with their journey.
Awesome. Awesome. That sounds amazing. So, I totally agree with you on that. I totally agree with you on that. And I how would I say this? You and I are walking a parallel journey, different things and different offers, but the same journey nonetheless, where we are really reaching out to the people who need it and helping them, giving them a hand up. What is your hand up? What is the offer?
Here's my offer. My offer is, if you go ask, just you take any city in America and you go ask the waitress, you go ask the school teacher, hey, what can I do to make six figures in America? They're going to say a couple things. They're going to say, well, you can go to school for 8 years and be a lawyer or a doctor. Well, we all know that's inaccessible for most people, right? You can tell them, hey, you can go dribble a basketball, or I hope you can sing a rap. We know that's inaccessible for 9 out of 10 people, right?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so what else is there in everyday America, right? So what I have found is, in I think you would agree. In the United States of America, I truly believe is, although it's got its faults like any other place, it truly is one of the best countries in the world simply because there's so many different avenues to make a living. And especially mine, the career path that I took in automotive sales is something that there literally is a car dealership on every corner.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
there is a six-figure job waiting for dozens of people. Most of these places aren't looking for you to have a stellar background. You don't need any certain kind of education because Lord knows I don't have it. Again, I've got a high school education and that's it. But I have succeeded and I've never made less than six figures in my entire life, starting from 18 when I didn't know anything about anything. And I
Yeah.
assure you, again, I'm no smarter than anyone else. And if I can figure this out, there's so much more opportunity for people that are more talented than I ever was, that are harder working than I ever was. They just got to know that these opportunities are out there. Whether it be, automotive sales, whether it be real estate, sales will always be the number one profession out there as far as income generating, because ultimately everything is sales.
Yeah.
If you take Mark Cuban, if he goes out there and he tweets something about a stock and the stocks goes through the roof the next day, all that is a sales job. We've got two people that are running for president, and all they're doing is selling somebody on, hey, why are they the best person to be the leader of the country? It's a sales
Yeah.
job.
It really
So selling skills is something that I truly believe in and is a necessary skill for you to get to the next level. I don't care in what field you're in. And that's something that I want to educate more folks on, because I've known so many people that are, gosh, they're so funny, they're so entertaining, they can talk to people, but they're working at the plant making $15 an hour. And I don't understand it, because those same people, if they can make me laugh, if they can, have a conversation with someone, they can sell and they can change their lives.
yeah.
But a lot of that progress stops with them because they're used to being comfortable. The job that being a teacher it's a underpaid job. It's an underappreciated job, but it's a comfortable job. You know what your paycheck's going to be every month. You don't have to wonder. You can budget around it. Sales is the unknown. You are taking a risk, but you know as well as I do, there's no reward without that risk. You've got to risk something to have that great reward. That's what the basis of Las Vegas is built on, right? You're going to go gamble.
Yeah.
If you want to win big, you got to gamble big, right?
Oh goodness, no, not me. I can't. But yeah, if you want to do it, go ahead.
Well, I assure you, the one thing I have learned, I don't think there's anyone that you would say that's running a Fortune 500 company, anyone that is, I think it's very possible to become a millionaire these days. A millionaire is not something unachievable,
No.
but if you're going to become a billionaire, which I think is the new million, I think you have got to risk something huge at some point in time. And I think in some point in everyone's life, you're gonna have to risk something. You're gonna have to do something out of the norm to get to the next level.
Yeah.
Because if you keep doing what your neighbor's doing, you're gonna end up just like your neighbor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I truly believe that, and it's one of those things where people really do have to risk. I don't like gambling because that's not a risk. That's just throwing my money to chance. Yeah. I don't throw money to chance, but I do risk it, and I risk it all. I think that people, they get scared. So what is it that they can come to you for? Because what I want to make sure is that they know that they have an advocate on their side to help them through this moment of Geronimo, basically, because that's what it is. It's Geronimo. For some people, it's scary.
hmm Here's what they have with me. They have someone that, number one, I believe in them, because when I see someone that starts in a similar career path, I see myself. Again, I assure you, if you met me 20 years ago, I had no business working for the Piggly Wiggly, much less a white collar job. Um, Anybody can do this. So with me, you have the belief, and that's honestly what I found most people believe, because most people have the tools to succeed. If you can be if you can be a high school teacher teaching chemistry, for sure have the intelligence of doing just about anything that you want to do out there. It's just a matter, can you put the puzzle pieces together? And if you don't believe enough in yourself, do you have someone to believe in you? So what I'm doing is I'm telling the truth behind, the sales industry, specifically automotive. A lot of folks will tell, what I call the corporate speak about what you're supposed to do, how it's supposed to work. And we all know that's not the true way you get ahead. I'm going to tell you the truth, but I'm also going to believe in you. And I'm going to have a belief in you in times where you don't, because I've seen people fail, get back up, and I've seen people change their life in this career trajectory. And I hope and pray that someone reading my book, I hope someone that learns my story can pick something up from it and realize that, they're just one small decision away from changing their life as well.
I love it. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and put your website in the description box. I want to make sure that people know where it's at. And I want to make sure that I'm going to say it right now. It's going to be willowwoodventures.com/, if you want to see his bio, is Dominique. And if you guys watched the video before the interview started, you'll get a little bit of a picture of what he's doing. I absolutely love the fact that you're offering this, because a lot of people don't realize, excuse me for saying this, that there are other things you could be doing to make money. And sales, like you said, is a great way to do it. I mean, if you're going to sell your car, if you're going to have a garage sale, if you're going to, whatever it is, those are all sales too. But, people don't understand that there are alternatives, and you don't have to have a college degree. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is just go ahead and be willing to, Geronimo, jump. I say that because I'm not gonna lie to you. I did the Geronimo a few years ago, and I'm never looking back. I absolutely love what I do, and I would never take it back. Geronimo, baby, yes, all the way, Geronimo. And I think that people don't understand that there are people out there like yourself who will help people jump into what they really, really want to do, or even just show them the other side of what it is, the possibilities that are out there to actually make more money, to be six figures. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, oh my gosh. So thank you so very much. I know people can go to your website. Do you have like a social media or anything that people can follow you on besides your website?
Yeah, the easiest way probably to reach me would be on my LinkedIn. That will be the easiest way, or you could always reach me on my Facebook as well, which would just be at Willowwood Ventures. So you could reach me either way.
Okay, awesome. Is there anything that we missed today that you would like to say?
No, I just really appreciate you taking the time, and I hope everyone gets the opportunity to read the book. Of course, it's at all the normal places, the Barnes and Nobles and Amazons and all those good spots. And I am always available to help if anyone would like to reach out.
Definitely, definitely. And I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Obviously, this is going to be cut out. So don't worry about this, okay? This is where what I was going to do would have been a lot better, but I want to make sure that we have your book here. So I don't see the name of the book. Okay, here it is. Dealership Diary, right?
That's it.
Okay. Dealership Diary is available. We're going to go ahead and put the link in the description box so that it'll be easy for you guys to go ahead and get that. That's going to be up in the Yaya Diamond Book Club as well, so that if you're a part of the Yaya Diamond Book Club, you can go ahead and check that out for yourself. It's not just about yourself. I mean, think about the kids that are coming out of high school. What are they going to do? I mean, if they can go straight into, just like my guest, a six-figure job, like from high school to six figures. Come on. Come on. And like he said, there's dealerships on every corner. You can literally get a job with any of them, and I'm sure that there are people there that can teach your your loved one, or even yourself, the ropes. But if you don't have someone that can, we have a book, Dealership Diary. Thank you, Dominique, so much for being on the show. I appreciate it so very much.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. And thank you guys so much. Don't forget to dare to be different. But most of all, don't forget that there are other things out there that you could be doing with your life. Like being a dealership could be a step towards having your own dealership. Who knows? All right, guys. Until next time. Bye.
Hello, I'm Ronald Isley of the Isley Brothers.
I'm Ernie Isley of the Isley Brothers.
And our new album is Make Me Say It Again, Girl. And our new single from that album is called Last Time.
and we're with Yaya Diamond.
And she's a special lady to us, too.